What is going on, everybody? We are back for another video, and this time I'm going to be going down everything that I do in BullX to break down how I use it as a cheat code to trade meme coins. And what I mean by that is all the functionality, features, and benefits of the platform that give me an edge when trading the meme coin markets. Meme coins are still red hot, but let's just dive right into it right now and get active. So we're on BullX, the main platform that I use to trade all my meme coins. You can see I got 1.69 Solana in there right now. I like to keep it small. It makes me stay balanced, keeps my head on a swivel, makes me figure out quick profits, making swings, buying and selling at meme coins and everything else that's going on. Of course, this is the main hub that I use for all things crypto and meme coins. They support a variety of different chains from ETH, Binance, Base, Arbitrum Blast, and Solana, but the main narrative right now is Solana meme coins. And exactly how do I use it, what filters I set up, what do I look for on coins, how do I figure out what the narrative is of today, and all the benefits of the platform. The first thing that I do, I don't even go to new pairs, I go to Pump Vision. The reason being, this is where Pump Fund and Moonshot tokens are. It's the main way that tokens are being launched on the Solana blockchain. I set up 5 filters for my new creations and my about to graduates. These filters are Pump Fund and Moonshot tokens, both checked on. My dev holdings are less than 5%, so max dev holding is 4.9%. You don't want the developer to dump on you. Holders at least 10, and market cap over 8,000. The reason I have those two is because I like to see more than just 1 or 2 people in the coin that are sending it to Radium or migrating it. And market cap over 8K means there's at least a couple buys getting it into the system to allow for us to get some eyes on it. Same goes for about to graduate, and then graduated, I only have Pump Fund and Moonshot tokens on. I let that just kind of be anything because those tokens are off of these platforms and are officially into Radium pools. But as we take a look here, the first thing I do when I get into BullX to start to analyze the meme coin market is I go through the graduated page. Why do I do that? I like to see if there's a narrative of the day. So as we can take a look here, we got a couple things that have graduated recently. Satoshi's phone number, first car bought with Bitcoin, first Satoshi message. So we can see the Bitcoin meta is still red hot. Obviously, the documentary drops Wednesday next week on who Satoshi is. And we're getting a lot of Bitcoin-focused tickers. Bitcoin creators, Frog, Gustavo, the first cat mascot of Bitcoin, Sosho, which that one actually looks bad. We can even see it gives you some high-level analytics for us to figure out what's a good meme, what's a bad meme, without even clicking into the coin. We get these 3 things underneath every single ticker: top 10 holdings, dev holdings, and insiders. So top 10 holdings, I'm never too worried about that unless it's like 60, 70%. Even 50 is a little high. 35 and under, I'm a fan. Dev holdings, we like it to be under 5%. Honestly, if the dev sells, 0 is even better. And insiders, if that's over 10%, over 5%, there's a good chance they're going to dump on you. What an insider is it's someone who's received tokens without actually purchasing them. So right now we can see the Bitcoin narrative is still somewhat hot. People are still buying these meme coins on the back of Len, on the back of Sasha, Len's cat, on the back of Hal Finney's dog, Arky, and some of these other animals that have launched with the Bitcoin narrative still heating up and kind of being the main thing here. So as we take a look here, this is now where I start to look at about to graduate and new creations. If you want to get really risky, real degenerate, you go over to the new creations and start betting on things that are like sub 10K market cap in hopes that one starts to run. We got this Frazetta. Don't even know what this is. I'm a little nervous because I don't know what the picture is, but it's getting some legs here. No dev holdings, sitting at 22K. I like the 1 minute and the 30-second chart. Okay, so this is getting some decent buys. We can see the full buy orders here on the left. We can see what trades are happening. We can see what the holder count is, and in holder count we can actually see who insiders are, where they've bought from. So we can see Photon, BullX, Trojan, different bots on Solana. You want the top ones to all have these icons and not just be a person. The reason being, usually bundled, what that means is someone bought a lot of supply and split it across wallets. Only show this person and don't show the bots that they bought it on. So we like the bot icons. That's usually good. This isn't looking too promising though. We've now watched it retrace from 40K all the way back down to 15. Let's take a look at the picture. One of the nice things that BullX does is it actually gives us the ability to use Google Lens to look at the pictures to see if they've been replicated before. So we can see this is actually an Anatoly tweet. I asked an artist for how long it would take to paint this. He said we don't know how. And now we can actually see what the picture is. Mike Mangonolia posted for Zeta. So this looks like it's a tweet from Toly that's getting some legs. Usually we also have socials listed here as well that give us a chance to look to see where that's coming from. So we're going to pass on Frazetta. Let's take a look over here, however, at something like the first car bought with Bitcoin. We can actually click and take a look at Twitter to see what this is. It takes us to a community page. It's the Prius. Bitcoin legend makes the mark on their first Bitcoin car, the $48 million Prius. So this Prius was bought forever ago with Bitcoin, and now that Prius is worth $48 million at current prices. It's currently sitting at a 205K. You can see I accidentally bought it and sold it, so I ended up losing like $36. If I just held it, I would have been up, but it was an accidental buy. I didn't mean to buy it. All right, that's my bad. That's my bad. The other thing I can do here is I can actually hide those so you don't have to see them. We can see where the devs bought and sold. We saw the dev bought right away and sold right away, so the dev's completely out of this. A lot of buys coming through. Good charting candles at the bottom here. We see volume ramping, which is usually a good sign, which means this will probably go higher. So we're actually going to buy about half a soul of this live right now. We're going to throw half a soul on this. The other nice thing here is now if we wanted to set some limits, so we can see all-time highs right under 300K, 281K. We're going to set a sell limit right near that number. Right near that number to see if we can retest all-time highs. About a 40% gain. We'd get 0.6812 soul back. Let's set that sell order and leave it. So now we've actually set a sell order. We can go look at other coins, let this trade, let this navigate, and we'll get some push notifications when this is going through, which is great. Actually allows us to see some things here as to what's happening, automate the process. It's a wonderful functionality, and we're actually up right now. So if we look at the market price, we're up about 10% right now. Since I lost earlier, that sucks. Whatever. I think we'll make this back personally. But the other thing that I like to look at here is the way to actually use an advanced sell. So what you can see here is we can set up bots, automated trading that eliminate the need from you to press any buttons, set stop losses and strategies. So I like to actually use this. If I want to set a stop loss, if it goes down 30%, we cut the bag. We can take profit at 40% for 50% of the bag, and we'll take profit at 100% for 40% of the bag, 200%. We take the last 10%. So now we have a sell order strategy implemented where if a token drops 30%, we cut our position. If the take profit goes up 40%, we sell half the bag for a 40% gain. Goes up 100%, we sell, now we're out 90%. And on take profit 3, the last 10%, our moon bag sells at 200%. I can save this. Let's enter strategy name. Let's call it Moonshot Gamble. Save this sell strategy. And now we can actually turn this on. So let's set this on now. That strategy is now running automatically, which is great. And we're actually up not too bad, about 12% on this. Still down about 7%. I think we'll end up making this money back, which is great. But we are getting some nice buys live during this video, showing that we followed volume, saw the nice chart price going up, and we set a sell order. So now we don't have to worry about it. Going back to Pump Vision, taking a look at some coins here, and just doing some due diligence. What do we like? What are we looking at? Where are we navigating the market? How do we feel about it? We can even continue to take a look at automation. So these are active token orders, things that we buy, sell, trade, get out of. Any orders that we have that are open. So you can see I still have some older ones. I can clean these up because I'm out of all of these at the moment, which is great. Back to Pump Vision, which is nice. And if you're not using this, go to bodoggos.com/BullX to sign up and start using BullX right now. So Waffles is actually the cat. I actually like this one. Waffles just launched. Some decent buy pressure coming in. Let's throw up half a soul at this, and we'll actually be able to leave. Ooh, man, some decent sell pressure here. Now we can see where my stop loss at 10K, first take profit at 21K, 40% at 30K, and on the last 10% at 46K. So you can see this automated the entire thing here. We saw this chart, saw some great buy pressure come in. We know that this is Waffles, the first guy who was telling everyone to buy Bitcoin. Just $1 of Bitcoin. Was yelling it. So live. We're about to hit that first sell order, which is great. Even right now, we're up about 20%. Let's let this one work. But you just saw me implement that sell order, set up that strategy, put it live on a token that just launched because we saw some decent volume come in. I didn't do proper due diligence on that one. I kind of just took a swing. We have 32% of the top 10 holdings, 4% of that the dev holds, and 1% held by insiders. So it's a cap from this guy. We've seen Sasha run. We've seen some other tickers run. All in all, it's a pretty risky bet, and now we're actually down. We may even hit this stop loss now. So we're seeing some real volatility. Let's take a look at the holders. Not a bad holder base as I look through it. A lot of people using bots and tools to actually trade this. Top traders, we can get some insight into how much have they made. This person, the top traders, only sold most of his bag. Still has about $100 worth. Not too bad. So I think this one may work out, may not work out, but now you're starting to understand what I look for. If I see a bunch of volume surging, I see some decent metrics underneath here, gets me excited, and start to just navigate and watch the market. Start taking some shots. Start taking some plays. So Satoshi's B money, I don't like this because there's 37%. Waffles getting some buys again, back up to 16K. We're just watching the market, just analyzing it, taking some swings, starting to get our feet wet, seeing where the market goes. If we take a look at Prius again, this is at 220. We're still up on the average buy. Not too bad. Still waiting to see if we can get that exit on it. But now we can let these positions work. Now we can go back to our day, do some other things, see what else is happening in the market, reload our BullX if we get burned on some of these trades. and really just wanted to give you a quick high-level breakdown of what I do for due diligence. I look at the picture, I look at insiders, I look at the traders, I look at the holders. I want to make sure that there's not a lot of insiders, not a lot of people that aren't using bots. I want to make sure the dev's out. I showed you my filters, gave you just a crash course in how I'm using BullX. I wanted to keep it short and sweet, but if you use these strategies, I'm fairly sure, fairly confident you may actually have some opportunity here, which is great. Ooh, and actually, before we cut, you know what just happened? You know what just happened? We're ripping on Waffles. Waffles is sending, just absolutely sending right now. Up, just hit. Yeah, just hit. So now we still have our moon bag left. If we take a look, we sold 0.59. We invested 0.35. Not too bad. An 87% gain live on stream, which actually makes it so that our position right here, we're in the green on the day. If we sell everything else in this video, we are 100% in the green. So let's do that just to prove a point here. So we started with 1.69, right? We started with 1.69. It's not a lot of money. That's the thing. It's not a lot of cash that we're working with here. We're working slow and surely to build up this position. I think we can turn this one soul into 1,000, right? 1.69, we're up 0.09. So it's not a ton of cash. Actually, a little more based on this Waffles trade here. If we get out of Waffles completely, let's get rid of those sell orders. Great. This is still moving. 1.84 soul from the 1.69 we started with. Hit a couple wins. And you could see it was all based on what I actually just outlined in this video. Gave some high-level analysis of what I looked for, saw the volume picking up, like the narrative because we had Sasha the cat, which was the potential Bitcoin founder's cat. We got the same thing from the first person who was like, buy Bitcoin for $1. It's just the narratives. We've been watching these cat narratives from these Bitcoin-associated people and just trade the narratives. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you like this type of content, if you enjoy these videos, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the retweet, hit the favorite if you're watching on Twitter or YouTube. Let me know what else you want to see me do these daily videos on. I appreciate you as always, and we will catch you next time.